2010, when Australia passed the parental leave law, it left the U.S. as the only industrialized nation not to mandate paid leave for new parents. With this in mind, I'd like to speak about our current situation with maternity and paternity leave, where we're at with the law, and some changes that need to be made there. I believe there's much to be desired in this area. My goodness, I mean, our current laws don't fully compensate for if you need to stay home with your family and the financial burden that comes along with that. I think that the time has to be shortened, or else you have to find that money somewhere else. So my wife has had 2 C-sections, and a lot of what we'll be talking about will be personal testimony. I'll begin with our problem with the lack of paid wages there. I'll talk about our solutions, and then we'll move on to what that would look like. So we'll begin with our need to fix our lack of paid time off from maternity and maternity leave, which is Stone Age compared to the rest of the world. A May 2012 article by Forbes magazine says the U.S. is one of 3 countries of 178 countries worldwide that doesn't have paid mother's leave. Currently, the Family Medical Leave Act, or FMLA, covers up to 12 weeks unpaid leave according to the U.S. Department of Labor, which is nice if there are no other extenuating circumstances and you've managed to build up financial resources enough to provide for your family. But for most of us, and in my case, it means stretching yourself very thin for as long as you can, and then rushing back to work and to make sure you can provide for your family financially, or to make sure whatever job position that you currently have, you don't lose. And I say that because according to the Department of Labor website and FMLA regulations, it states that your employer actually has the ability to change your job type as long as they maintain your same pay around it and your same benefits. So I mean, you can have a job you love and go back to one you hate just because you guys had a kid. So all these things together make up where we're at currently, and gives you a pretty good comparison of where we're at compared to the rest of the world. So next, we need to come together on the issue. We need to know what steps to take moving forward, and then what we need to be looking for. So first, as Americans, we don't like to be last in anything. So you need to let other people know that we are last in something. This could be done by either talking to a family member or a friend, somebody that would have significance in the issue. Obviously, somebody who has kids, or maybe a new couple that they're going to have kids in the future, or whatever. You could even start a petition to make such a change. Current legislation is beginning to heat up. Many states and companies are starting to adapt their own policies to help supplement the federal regulations, because they got some shortcomings there. For instance, you have California, Rhode Island, New Jersey that have at least some paid leave according to the National College of State Legislatures. And all these things together are some positive steps that we can be taking, but they give you a pretty good idea of where we need to be going. So what would it be like with significant change? What would that change look like? And is there any evidence showing the effects of such a thing? Well, as far as what it looked like, so just imagine, it's pretty easy. Just imagine a mom getting to stay home with her child without having to worry about a financial burden, or losing her position if she's had a career she's had to work hard towards, or a father staying home with a sick and sore wife and a newborn baby, if the mom can't get around, or a sick, sore wife, newborn baby, and a first child. That's what it was in my case. Dee Dee couldn't get around much. She couldn't get out of her couch by herself. I had to buy her a recliner just for her to sleep in. So it's really helpful for a dad to be able to stay home and help around there. So I'm not asking for a lot. I just think we should be on par with the rest of the world. In a 2013 column by the Huffington Post, it shows that the average worldwide length of paid parental leave is anywhere between 100 and 280 days, with 55% to 100% of wages being covered in that period there. So I don't think we need to be the best in the world. Just somewhere in the median area would be great. Even the Congo, which is the poorest nation in the world, has paid leave for new mothers. So many companies understand the short and long-term benefits of such a change. Although there is a loss of capital now, it is much less than the cost of having to find a new employee and train a new employee if the mother or father decides to leave the workforce. In an April 2015 article by Bloomberg reports that some of the largest companies in the U.S., such as Google, Facebook, and the Bank of America, already have paid leave in place because they know how hard it is to keep good employees and keep employees in a competitive market. It also leads to happier, more productive, and loyal employee. So in my opinion, it'd make a happier world, a happier workplace. And the benefits of such a thing, of being able to stay home and spend more time with your family, solid family foundation, would have great outcomes. So we've talked about the problems new parents face with time off. We've talked about how important it is to unify together, start petitions, things like that. And we know what a country, or what it'd be nice, what would it look like if you could stay home with family. So I want to take a positive step in the right direction, and by informing others, and ask you to do the same in informing others, and voting in favor of paid time off for parents of newborn children, which is actually one of the reasons I picked this topic, because we have presidential elections coming up before too much longer. After that, you're going to be hearing about this. It's going to be one of the issues they're going to be talking about. And my hope was that you guys would, get behind me and vote in the same direction. Also, you could do, start a petition, write to Congressman if you need to. But unity is the biggest thing here that's going to make a difference, and together we can make a difference. Thanks.